psychodynamics. So what is psychodynamics? When you're living your daily life, the way you breathe, the way your inner energy moves, it decides the direction of your cerebrospinal fluid. There are some people who get migraine. There is a trigger factor. There are some people who get irritable at particular time. Each one of you will have that time. Either there is an episode, it happens with you on a particular day of a month. Check the lunar calendar, not the English calendar. You will find there is a resemblance. You know, in Hindi movies, you see this full moon, new moon, no moon day. So there is sudden some wolf comes. That wolf comes in you also. So if you track your, maintain a journal, how's your behavior? Only irritable behaviors, okay? Or the fights or anxious behavior. So you make a note of a journal. 30 days. If you are anxious that day, write down anxious. If you are afraid of that day, fear, lot of fear, unnecessary fear, worry, irritability. Now check your 3 months record. And this all the days you were irritable, check the lunar calendar. Which were the days? That is your cycle. Okay. There are some, now on a daily basis, there are some people exactly at 11 a.m. they will get irritable. Exactly before sleep, they will get irritable. Before lunch, during lunch, dinner, they will get irritable. Write down what is your timing of getting your episode in the day. Either you get irritable, you get angry, or someone pokes you, you are like, hey, write down everyone, daily wala. So first you write down what is the time of the day where you are at a weak point of your turbulence. So which time of the day it happens. Write down, please. Don't worry. Yeah. So if you know this, it is good. So that you can tell the people around you, hey, stay away from me that time. Or you can do something to protect yourself. Okay. Okay. So there are times when you are emotionally weak. This is the day. Now, do you know which is your lunar day of the episode? Either you have a manic episode on that day, or depression episode, anxiety episode, fear episode, irritability episode. Which is that day of the month? Write down. With day of the month now. It may be linked with your menstrual cycle, but actually your menstrual cycle, if it is regular, technically it is linked with your lunar cycle actually, lunar calendar. If you check carefully, it's not your PMS, it's your lunar calendar. Correct. So if your menstrual cycle is regular and if you feel that PMS is your irritability days, actually that days are your lunar days. Now what is happening in lunar? New concept. You will never read it anywhere. You will never read it anywhere. I was testing you whether you are awake. Hey, wake up. Stop writing. Pay attention. Everyone write down in the chat. Yes, Mansa, you will make all the notes today, type it and send me answer. Okay. That is your assignment, dear. Good. No, I'll just start doing it. I like you. Okay. You're not attended since 6 months. Now you are studying attend and make notes. Very sincere, Mansa. Very good. Welcome. Yeah, I forgot what was it. ADSD. No. I remember I was testing you whether you remember or you're forgetting. You have ADSD or no. I was testing you. Now, what happens in lunar cycle? Earth, sun, the moon. There is a high tide, low tide. The moon affects the volume of water in the bodies. Somewhere at a micro level, it also affects the pull. What is happening is the pull and push of the moon gravity, lunar effect, which is causing the high tide and the low tides, the water, right? Same thing is happening, high tide, low tide, this push and pull mechanism happening on your cerebrospinal fluid, the fluid which runs in your brain. You understand? That's why with lunar cycle, you can track the days you get irritable, anxious, afraid, because the cerebrospinal fluid is also getting affected. Now, what is cerebrospinal fluid? The brain, internal part and the external brain, internally also and externally also, it is filled with cerebrospinal fluid. Okay. Now, within the brain, there are some cavities. This cavity is filled with cerebrospinal fluid. Brain is not a solid organ. Okay. So it's actually a jelly. It's a jelly. It vibrates if you shake. Okay. Jello, you eat jelly, your child. It's exactly same consistency. And inside it, there are cavities. These cavities are filled with fluid called cerebrospinal fluid. This fluid is very delicate. It has to maintain exactly perfect pressure. If it is low, it will cause headache. If it is high, will cause headache. It has to flow in a particular direction. Even if slight difference in direction change is there, you will feel disturbed, emotional turbulence. If the pressure is low, you will feel emotional turbulence. If pressure is high, you will feel tensed, irritable, anxious, afraid. Same way, the moon is affecting you, the cerebrospinal fluid tides, high and low tide. That is disturbing your flow of the fluid. And that is causing you cycle of anxiety. Write down which cycle you have every month. You have cycle of overthinking, negative thinking, irritability, depression, fights, manic episodes. Write down which cycle you have in a month. Write down. And you can mention which lunar date if you know lunar date. Yeah. So either it is Ashtami, Ekadashi, Purnima, Amavas, Chodas, Ekam, Dukam, something happens on those days. So you note down this calendar, make a journal. Okay. What we do in psychodynamics, it is real. Huh? It happens with everyone. Don't think that you are a hopeless case if it is happening with you. It's okay. Don't worry. Okay. It happens with everyone. It happens with me also. It happens with everyone. Even if you are learning these things, even if you are using psychodynamic techniques to overcome this disturbance of your CSF fluid, it is going to happen with you. Okay. Because the lunar is very powerful. It is going to affect you. And you need to keep trying. You need to do certain things that restores your balance of your CSF. Lunar has gone, but the havoc it has created on you, right? The high tide has gone, but because the circulation has disturbed, the pressure is so sensitive, it has disturbed, you are still in that effect. So you need to come back from it. To come back, there are two steps. Number one, you acknowledge. Yes, moon, you won. You had your effect on me. You won this time. No problem. You are powerful. You are supposed to win. It's okay. But I learned some techniques from my mentor, Dr. Pawan Mittal sir, and I will use that psychodynamics. And I will feel good. I will feel relaxed. I will stop feeling anxious, stressed, fear, overthinking, all those things. We'll do it right now. Sit with your back straight. Smile on your face. Feet supported. Yeah, if you're thirsty, you are allowed to drink water. Okay, I will ask this one interesting question. I have gone through that phase. When you cross certain age, you start getting very conscious of your looks. How many of you have gone through that stage? You got conscious of it. Obviously, when you were a teenager, that happened with you. I don't say it has not happened with you. Huh? Yeah, you are a girl. And even if you're a boy, it has happened with you. And then it happens sometime in middle age. For some people 30, for some people 40, some people 50, some people 60. Because the way you look, the way you feel, the beard for boys, the change of white and the graying of hairs, the wrinkle on face, the things change. Has it happened with you? Yeah, it has happened with you. It's okay. It's a part of life. It's a phase of life. You have to go through that. So there are going to happen two changes, seriously, in middle life. Yeah, people will trouble you. Midlife crisis is going to come. Everyone, it comes for everyone. Don't worry. Okay. So, but two changes will happen. One is you will have emotional turbulence bout. That bout of turbulence may be anxiety, stress, fear, worry for future, fear of death, fear of illness, fear of losing someone, fear of losing your mind, fear of losing everything. Something is there. This is emotional. Has it happened with you? Yeah. Emotional turbulence, the emotional bout, emotional crisis. The second part is your physical change. Your body starts looking different. Yeah. Sagging, wrinkle, graying, the ways you look, certain things develop, certain conditions develop. Yeah. It's okay. It's a part of life. What you need to understand, you remember this one thing next time when you have the same problem. Everyone goes through this phase. And you have to learn. You will learn with time.